Axie Infinity. Now, you'll see by the title, I'm predicting a very, very high price. I do want to clarify this. That's going to be best case scenario, and I'll go through best case scenario. I'm also going to talk about what I think a realistic target is, because Axie Infinity has lost a decent amount of momentum, certainly price action wise. It's not exactly firing. So we'll take a look at where the statistics are right now, and we'll give honest sort of evaluation of what it can hit along with best case scenario. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I actually did videos about on the channel. When I did the videos, I did show myself buying up all of these coins. The reason for that is obviously I thought they'd make me a lot of money. If you'd have done the same, and if you'd have popped $100 into them when I released the videos, you'd have been getting in at these prices. All you had to do was sit on these coins for around 16 months, and you'd have been able to sell at these prices. And your total profit from 100 into each in under a year and a half would have been over 123 grand. That is nearly a house, or a house, depending on where you live. Now, I talk about the fact that it was 16 months. You don't have 16 months. We're in a bull cycle, and if your portfolio is full of trash or non-existent, you got to get it sorted, because once these markets rip, you're going to let the crypto market pass you by, miss out on a ton of profits. So head over to copymycrypto.com and have a look at the site. Everything on the site is public record. What the members have made, the successes we've had. And when you look at what the members have made, this year is going to be no different. How the site works is I share my entire portfolio. Whenever I buy a new coin, I tell my members what coin and at what price I'm going to buy it. Whenever I sell, I tell my members what coin I'm selling and at what price. So there's no work for my members at all. They make the exact same profit. Time is of the essence. If you do not have your portfolio sorted, get it done, because once these markets rip, it will move so fast, you'll have missed out on tons of money that you could have made. So pause the video now, have a look at the site, guys. Right, let's talk Axie Infinity. So first of all, let's look at the price. Miserable compared to what it's been in the past. And when we actually look at its previous all-time high, which is pretty important, it ran up to $165. It is miles away from that. And let's be honest, it has barely moved in this bull cycle, so far. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I actually like when a coin's moving sideways for a long time. You tend to see a really significant explosion in price when they move. But, well done to CoinMarketCap. I just noticed token unlocks. That's good. Well done. Well done. Token unlock progress. So 86% of the supply is unlocked, 13% left to unlock. As you can see, oh bloody hell, I don't like that. Okay, so we are here. So yeah, so there'll be it's basically another 1.5 million or so every few months. It's not we're not going to see a huge dump in coins here. I still prefer token rank, I'm going to be honest. Token rank's token unlock info is just brilliant. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. I'm just telling you, crypto rank is very good for them. Axie Infinity is a blockchain-based trading and battling game that's partially owned and operated by its players. Look, Axie Infinity had a ridiculous run in the last bull cycle. I was monitoring that a long time, and I actually spoke about it a ton on this channel, particularly when it was around $2. Because what I was monitoring was the growth in user base. The growth in user base is always, especially when something's up and coming, that's such a good source of information for if something has got the potential to run up in price. Now, obviously it went to $160 odd, but as you could, when you were watching Axie Infinity back in the early part of 2021, you could see that month on month on month, it was starting to really creep up in terms of user base, and it started getting faster and faster and faster. It was obvious that there was going to be kind of an explosion for it. The question is obviously, can they get that back? So we'll have a look at the sort of statistics. It's each Axie is an NFT with different attributes and strengths. Obviously, you can trade them and you can make good money, especially if you've got an incredible an Axie character. There are 500 different body parts available, tons of different different animal types, whether it's aquatic, beast, bird, bug, plant, reptile. Obviously, there are different rarity scales as well: common, rare, ultra rare, and legendary. And Axie Infinity was founded by Sky Mavis, which is a tech-focused game developer with a team primarily based in Vietnam. It was co-founded by Trung, I never know how to say this surname, Nguyen. I'm sorry if I'm, and Alexander Larson. They are obviously got very, very good resume in terms of software engineering and understandings of blockchain. What makes Axie Infinity unique is each Axie possesses 6 out of the hundreds of different potential body parts. So you've really, you're always going to get a unique Axie to some, the question of rarity is obviously a big one. And it's a play-to-earn game. The play-to-earn model got really exciting in 2021. We started seeing the launch of tons of different projects that were something to earn. Play-to-earn was the start, and then you sort of move to earn. I actually still think watch to earn is a real high potential area, because I think, look, fundamentally, why does TikTok succeed? Why does YouTube succeed? Because people do like to watch stuff. So the question of which crypto project can make watch to earn work is a big one. But once they do, they're going to kill it. But yeah, it's a play to earn model. Now, I do want to break into the statistics. The problem is the statistics is a bit crap in terms of accessibility. The marketplace is always a useful place to go to get an idea of how many people are using. Now, oh God, don't know why that happened. So there are 12 million plus Axies. There are nearly 2 million owners. There's been over $5 billion in total sales. That's staggeringly high. It's a popular game. Nah, it's not there. Right, I know where to go, so I'll do that in a second. No, okay. So marketplace-wise, overall statistics in the last 24 hours, over 25 Ethereum. Put that to context, that's about $80,000, between $80,000 and $90,000 in under 24 hours. Across like 9,000 Axies sold. So again, people are still trading this. You go to the last 30 days, over 1,000 Ethereum spent. Put that to context again. You're looking at roughly, $3.5 million across 365,000 Axie. So, an average of $10 a piece, but obviously some are going for massive money. So you cannot knock the statistics here. The statistics on just the marketplace alone show that this is still being used a lot. The problem is you need to have net growth to actually start appreciating really well. So let's look at the statistics on usage. Okay, a site that actually is pretty good for statistics, is usually very reliable, is activeplayer.io. So this is sharing where Axie is at right now. So in terms of users, online players in the last hour, 28,000. In the last 30 days, 354,000. Axie Infinity has gained 12,500 players in the last 30 days. Twitch watched hours, interestingly, is 43,000. Peak viewers in a 30-day window, 449. So people, there's a few hundred people that are watching people playing Axie Infinity. But actually, I think if we look at website statistics as well, I think that will be quite useful. So we'll jump onto that now. I tell you what, guys, I am a big fan of SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb gives you pretty damn good information. Now, if you actually grab a login, you've got to obviously pay, but you can get pretty good up-to-date statistics on website visits alone. So back in March of 2024, Axie Infinity had about 2.2 million visitors, 2 million across April, and actually 2.5 or excuse me, 2.4 million across May. Obviously, June is going to be coming out soon. It also gives you a country breakdown, like 31% from the Philippines, 6% from Colombia, 5.5% from the US, Argentina's 5%, Canada's 4.5%. Also gives you an age demographic breakdown. It is quite interesting. It also tells you comparisons against like competitors, kind of competitors, I suppose. OpenSea gets 9 million a month. Now, it's not really showing huge net growth here. So when we come back to this, look, as of right now, it is everywhere. There is nowhere that the Axie Infinity isn't buyable. So it's not going to get an exchange listing bounce. It can't. Simply can't. Not unless some exchange comes out of the blue and is killing it to the point that everyone wants to use it. Axie is going to have to go on some relatively big marketing campaign to actually bring new users, because the users aren't exactly flowing in. Maybe they naturally do as a result of a bull cycle, in which case, you know, a huge surge in user base, maybe a celeb gets involved as well. You know, we've seen the celebs buying up Bored Apes and crap like that. So maybe that external variable of a celebrity starting to play Axie Infinity could kick it on. Maybe they can land a big YouTube gamer who buys or who starts playing it and promoting it. You know, realistically, you've got people like Ninja out there. Like some of the biggest some of the biggest YouTube channels in the world are gaming channels. So getting those guys on board would be a big deal, and would bring in huge new growth. That would be my goal if I was them. And I think if they did that, if there was a really successful marketing campaign, I think this could get back up to $100, maybe $120. However, can't assume that's going to be done. You cannot assume that they're just going to do everything right. So let's work on on the assumption they don't do a successful marketing campaign. They don't have huge net growth. I would honestly only be looking for this to run up to around $50 or so. Because that's kind of where a lot of the volume hovered before the market really crashed. It's still a 10x. It's still not bad. But even to be honest, if they don't really grow, I could see 50 being a real problem point. It might not even get that high. But if they do the marketing right, and the marketing right from my perspective is very, very simple. It is you've got to make a few good deals with big ass gaming channels, because they drive such growth. I know this from talking to friends who are gamers. My friends watch these gamers on YouTube and then play the games that they're playing because they're interested. You can bring in so many new users. The question is obviously, do they do that? You know, maybe if they watch this, they might consider it, but I don't know. Because I could see net growth, like huge net growth for them. So, yeah, I think I think they're going to struggle in terms of price this year, unless we see like either new innovations within the game, or that really brings excitement back. Not that it's gone. I mean, clearly the volume's good, or they go on a marketing campaign. Otherwise, I think, you know, probably struggles up, you know, to get to 50. Probably really struggles to get to 50. But if everything goes right, this could do 120. Really could. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. If you're a gamer, here's a question. If you're a gamer, do you watch YouTube gaming channels? If you do you end up playing those games? Am I right in the premise that actually that would potentially onboard tens of thousands of people every time those guys release a video? Tell me what you think in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in this bull cycle, you can do. All you have to do is join up at copymycrypto.com. On copymycrypto.com, I share my entire portfolio. My members copy along. There is no work for my members. They know when I buy a new coin and at what price. They know when I sell a coin and at what price. You can go onto the site. You can see what my members have earned. You can see the successes we've had with Phantom, with other coins. This year will be no different. We're already in a bull cycle. Markets have yet to really rip. But when they do, if your portfolio isn't sorted, if it's full of trash, you're going to miss out on a lot of profits. And now is the time to actually get this sorted as soon as possible. And if you go to copymycrypto.com, you will see the successes. And you will see why there are thousands of people on the site. And maybe you should join them. And that's it from me, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.